Hello, sweet friends. Today I'm going to share with you a journal spread that I just got through completing. And I guarantee you, once you finish watching this, you're going to want to go add something similar to this into one of your journals. I am Gina, and welcome to stellarjstudios. As a lifetime scrapbooker memory keeper and an obsessive art journaler for over 2 decades, I've journaled about pretty much everything that you could possibly think of. But this particular spread, when I finished it, I was blown away at how it made me feel. And the reason why was because it ended up being a journaling session or a scrapbooking spread, whichever you want to call it, about me making someone else happy. And yeah, I don't know why, but it just really lifted my spirits, and I'm so grateful that I was able to do this. And so I'm going to take you with me, on this journey. So I am working in my little binder that I have here. It's more of like a scrapbook. It's an upcycled cookbook. This is when I started this winter, and it's pretty much been dedicated to a lot of spreads that have photos, and a lot of the spreads in this little binder scrapbook that I have is about my puppy, who just turned a year old back in March. And so his name is Wendell. And I also have a kitty cat who's getting ready to, a rescue kitty, who's getting ready to turn 2 in July. And his name is Puss. And so these are my friends, my day-to-day friends. I hang out with them all the time because I have retired from teaching for 28 years. This was my first school year that I haven't taught. So this was us getting to know each other this whole year. But one of the things that I have to do for my sanity is I'm able to take Wendell to a daycare. And so the daycare is just in the little town next to us here. And I take him down on Wednesdays, and he stays the whole day. And they love him, and he loves it. And he gets to get all of his zoomies out, which is amazing for us because when he comes home on Wednesday afternoons, he's so tired, which is great. It gives everybody a break. It gives Puss a break too, because they wrestle about all day long. So as I was driving him down yesterday, I don't know, there was just this, I feel like the heavens opened up and I heard a hallelujah chorus, as corny as that sounds. But as we were driving, we listened to Taylor Swift in the car, and he sits in the back seat, and I roll his window down so he can hang his head out. And I mean, it's pretty much the same every week. It's the same drive, nothing special. But yesterday, it just seemed a little more special. So as we're driving, and I can see the sunshine, and we've had a lot of rain here in Kansas City. So I see the sunshine streaking through the clouds, and I'm at the stoplight, and we're listening to Taylor Swift, which I call his pump up music. And his song is Welcome to New York. And he and I imagine that that's the song they play when he walks into daycare and he gets to go see all of his friends. Anyway, with that song playing, I was at a stoplight, and I took a quick picture of him over my shoulder. And it was so cute. I thought, okay, when I get home, I'm going to print these out because I have tons of photos of him on my on my phone, but I haven't printed, all of them out because, oh my gosh, you know, there's hundreds. And this I printed off with my little Instax printer. I got it over Christmas. And yeah, I love it because you can just print photos right off of your phone. And I do not work for Instax, but if you've watched videos of me working in this journal before, you know that I'm using these little Instax photos, and they're great because they fit perfectly on my scrapbooking layouts or journaling pages. So anyway, as we pulled up into the driveway, he's so ready to get out, and I get out of the car, I turn around, and I see him standing up in the window, which is this picture that you can see in the upper right-hand corner. He's standing up in the window, the sun's shining on him, and I mean, he's just got this, it just looked like a smile that was a mile wide on his face. I could just tell he was so happy. And then, as if it couldn't get any better, I get him out of the car, and lo and behold, his BFF, which is also a basset hound, and he is about, Wendell is 14 months, and so Willis, that's this other basset hound, he's 8 months. And Wendell is a black and white, but Willis is a red, so he's this red and white. Willis pulls up, and so, oh my gosh, they see each other, they start playing and wrestling around, and I took a couple of pictures, and I walked them in, and the little girl that works at the counter, she's so sweet, and she's like, oh my gosh, the BFFs are here, and I don't know. It was just pretty awesome. So I leave with this huge smile on my face. And as I'm leaving, I'm like, I am so lucky. I am so lucky that I get to give Wendell this amazing life. I get to give him these wonderful experiences. And we had a basset before, and his name was Grover. And oh my gosh, Grover was my baby. I loved Grover more than life itself. We all did. Me, my husband, and my 3 kids. But it was a different time in our life, and we were busy. Our kids were young. My youngest was, 9 years old when we got Grover. So they kind of grew up together. And Grover was a dog that he was not neglected at all, but he was, we were always busy. We were always on the go. So Grover was at the mercy of us. He had to go in his crate during the day because we were at school. And, whenever we got home, we'd have to take him on a walk and, do all the things, but it was always on our schedule. And with Wendell, it's a little bit different. And Wendell kind of tells me, I know this sounds weird, but Wendell kind of tells me what he wants to do. And my daughter says we're codependent, and I'm pretty sure we are. My husband says that too. But it's just cool. It's different. It's like, I imagine it would be what it's like when you are an empty nester and you have grandkids, I kind of feel, and I don't have any grandkids, so I can't say that this is 100% what that's like, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that I get to make him so happy. And same thing goes for Puss. I pretty much let Puss do what he wants within, reason. And I wake up every day just to make sure that those guys are going to have the best life that they can. So as I was doing this spread, it started out with me documenting my happiness. But the more I got into it, which, by the way, this spread took over an hour, I realized it wasn't about my happiness. It was about his happiness and how grateful I am that I'm able to do this for him. So, what I would like for you to do is think about someone or something that you give happiness to. Maybe you don't even realize you're doing it. And then create a journal spread. It doesn't have to have pictures, it doesn't have to have a bunch of writing. It could just be drawings or collage. And really tap into how good that makes you feel to make someone else happy. I wanted to let you know that good junk mail for June, there are about 3 more letters that are in my shop, and those will be mailed out next week. And good junk mail for July, I am so excited. It is going to be amazing. It's called Summer in a Jar, and it is available. Click on the link and it'll take you straight to my Etsy shop. If you are interested in more videos that I've done within this journal, be sure to check out my videos that are linked here. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys are healthy. I hope you guys are happy. And I hope you go out, make somebody happy, and do something creative today. Until next time, bye.